Daniel, thank you very much for coming back on this Monday afternoon. Okay, so the biggest news, one of them at least, China's Xi Jinping in Europe today, in Paris. So let's talk about that. It seems like he's trying to win back the favor of some policymakers, to say the least here. So what are your thoughts on this? What do each side want from each other?
Well, I think that what Xi Jinping wants is a higher level of confidence from the European Union countries, particularly France and Germany, in terms of international trade. It's been very evident that President Macron has been voicing concerns about the subsidies that China gives to electric vehicle manufacturers, that China gives to different industries, and that have been diminishing the competitiveness of the French industry in its exports, and certainly also of the German industry. So I think that Xi Jinping wants to achieve a better understanding, or at least some form of agreement that avoids protectionist measures, or at least tariffs from the European Union on China. And I think that what Macron in particular wants is a higher level of transparency from China in terms of how industries are competing and exporting.
Today, apparently, manufacturing is expanding. What are your thoughts? How are we doing in terms of the European economy?
Well, the European economy data is improving basically because it cannot go any lower. So what we're seeing basically is a bounce. After 30 months of declining figures, it is normal to see a bounce. However, even in the latest estimates from investment banks such as Morgan Stanley, JP Morgan, etc., the European Union and the euro area in particular level of growth is going to be very, very poor in the next couple of years. And this is self-inflicted. The euro area weakness has absolutely nothing to do with external factors and has everything to do with a misguided energy policy, with a misguided industrial and agricultural sector policy that have basically made it very difficult for industries and for businesses to thrive in the euro area. So the old saying that the United States innovates and the European Union regulates has become, unfortunately, a reality, is that the European Union has lost the battle of technology, is not growing as it could, and certainly as it should, considering that it is in the middle of one of the largest stimulus packages in its history. We must remember that these figures are only a bounce, but they're happening in the middle of the largest stimulus package in the recent history, the Next Generation EU funds. So very disappointing, and it's obviously self-inflicted.
So a lot of talk about rate cuts from the ECB coming for the euro area. Would that help at all with the economy?
I don't think so. I think that there is this narrative here in the European Union that blames the weakness of the euro area on the ECB policy, which makes absolutely no sense, because the euro area was already weak with low productivity growth, low GDP growth, and high unemployment before, when the ECB implemented negative rates. So the problems of the euro area are not happening because of the ECB, but problems of the euro area are happening despite the accommodative policy of the ECB, because we have to remember that the ECB continues to purchase sovereign bonds, that the ECB continues to be hugely accommodative in terms of liquidity, and a rate cut is not going to make German manufacturers or French manufacturers or Spanish businesses take more credit, because the problem is not availability or the cost of credit, but opportunities to invest.
All right, Daniel, thank you very much for the update today. Until next time.
Thank you very much. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel, like my videos, leave your comments below, and keep defending freedom. Thank you very much.